dilemma of the Fulani ethnic group. They have been in power. They have been like the power brokers in Nigeria for quite a long time. You know why? Because they were using religion. What they did first of all in the 60s was to make sure that their people were very part of the military establishment. The emirs, the Sarakis, made sure that their men are very, very much involved in the military. That's why you have many of them in the military. So they totally dominated the military. Okay, so they were so able to capture the military, and they were able to be used by the colonial masters. What they did was during the Civil War, they used all manner of means to make sure that they suppressed the Southeasterners. Okay, that's what they did. They made sure that they used the military. Okay, for decades they were in charge. If they were not directly in charge, they would be behind the power of the throne. And the criteria for you to be a president, okay, and being supported by them is based on two things. You must be a Muslim, or you must come from their ethnic group. Okay, so basically that's what they use in the 60s, in the 70s, and the 80s. If you look at it, okay, they had that string of run of producing military president or someone that is closest to them to become a president. Hence, you have several of them as generals, ministers, and they know what? The Easterners were maligned, especially the Igbos. Yeah, they were made to be second-class citizens in a country that wished to be great. They were basically subjected to all manner of discrimination. Yeah, they were made to be second-class citizens. They were made to pay the price for the Civil War. Okay, not even civil. You can imagine civil war that has nothing to do with you as a civilian, but everybody pays the price, both the civilian and that is not how a nation grows. Okay, but that's what it is. Okay, and after the military era in this civilian regime, it becomes so clear that they are really struggling to still hold Nigeria down. Okay, because there is this unwritten rule that after every 8 years, the power will shift between the north and the south. Yeah, and it's becoming a big problem for them because they were made to believe that Nigeria is their personal estate. Okay, they dictate what will happen, who will govern, no matter what. But everything is gradually, moving away from the status quo. Obasanjo came, ruled for 8 years or governed for 8 years, and was really in charge. Okay, that was why they fought him using the Sharia laws, because he wasn't ready to bend to their rule or whatever you call it. Okay, that one is part of it. Then they are also not comfortable when any other region is in charge. They will continue to fight. They want to take everything. That's their whole thing. Then they started with Boko Haram. Okay, Boko Haram. Yeah, exactly. Boko Haram was not like a fringe organization. It was established by those oligarchies in the north to cause disruption in Nigeria, especially during Jonathan's regime. But unfortunately, Boko Haram has turned to become, how do I put it? Has turned out to outgrown those people that sponsored it. So they are now like independent being sponsored by all manner of persons. So basically, it has turned their north into hell of Sahel. It's like a hell in Sahel. You can imagine that. So that's what they did. And besides, with their influence waning and with the social media everywhere, people are now beginning to ask, you guys are minority in this region. So who gave you that power to rule over every one of us? If you come to politics, they dominate the whole wide space of the north, especially the north. And people are now asking, why? Okay, the Middle Belters are now asking, you guys use us during the Civil War. We fought the Civil War. I can bet to basically the people that fought the Civil War against the Igbos were basically the Yorubas and the Middle Belters. I can bet it's only very few core northerners who are involved, like the commanders. If you look at the commanders, even the people that fought the war, even the people that killed Agui-Irons, who are basically the Middle Belters, I can bet you that people from the Middle Belt, Plateau, Benue, Kogi, Kwara, all those guys, they were the people that fought the war. Compared to that, there are people that made life so miserable for the Igbos, but now the Hausa or the Fulanis are the one in charge. Why? because they are very smart. Okay, they use religion to blackmail every one of them because they're in charge of the Hausas. And the Hausas has the population. The Hausas are quite like a docile ethnic group. So they were conquered and they have been ruled for like 200 years or thereabouts. So, and that's the issue now. But the Hausas are now waking up, asking those questions. You know why? Because the information age is now. Okay, you have to bring about a spiritual argument for me to be under you. And basically, what you are bringing is all about religion. Apart from religion, there's nothing else. Just imagine US, okay, after the World War II, okay, you know what they did? They have to like maximize their technology, okay, build a better society for their citizens. But in this case, what those people that won the war, the Hausas, the Fulanis and everything, was to create an unjust country, okay, a country built on inequality, marginalizing one of the major ethnic groups and expecting to grow is not possible. Okay, you cannot malign an ethnic group like the Igbos and expect to grow and expect to flourish. It's not possible. Okay, those injustices has now turned back to hurt everybody, and every one of them, okay, is now feeling the heat. Okay, because there is no way you can build a country called Nigeria without the Igbos. Okay, we have the tripod, you have the Hausas in the north, the Yorubas, and the Igbos, and you think that you can malign such an ethnic group and you have peace in the country. It's not possible. Okay, that was why even after the Second World War, the Americans were so interested in building a just world, an equitable world. At least they basically tried to do that. Every now and then they have issues, but at least it was there. They fought for it. The Japanese that fought them so fiercely became one of their best friends. The Germans, the Italians, all those people that fought them, for the Allied forces. But in the case of Nigeria, what they were able to do was to subjugate the Igbos, make them second-class citizens for decades. And at the end of the day, you think that everyone will be clapping for you. Okay, even those people that fought them are now divided among themselves because they were like, see, we can't continue to be a puppet that you use to fight every now and then, you know. So if you win a war, you must bring out something that will be equitable for everyone, that the system is just and fair to everybody. If the system is not just, if the system is not fair, then how can the country grow? Okay, you cannot use religion every now and then. You know, you can only propagate religion, you can only propagate your ethnic group and nothing more. And this is 21st century. People are now, you know, people want education, people want quality healthcare service, people want good road, good infrastructure, first class infrastructure, and you can't provide them. And you say you were born to rule. Unfortunately, this is one of the Fulani's dilemma because they are nomads, and nomad has never known to produce any civilization, none at all. So what can they offer? Okay, they can only sell you religion, and religion has its own expiring date. Okay, and all the same, they still believe that. So can you imagine after the 2020 election where they have Muslim tickets, you know, they were glowing, they were like, yeah, we did it. Okay, even El-Rufai had to like, you know, tell the Afar or the imams in Kaduna about their plan to dominate Nigeria. Exactly, they have done that in Kaduna. They are pushed away because in Kaduna State there's this gentleman's agreement that, you know, okay, the northern Kaduna produces the governor, then the southern Kaduna that are majorly Christians will produce deputy. But El-Rufai turned it around, is now Muslim. So Muslim government has dominated Kaduna. They are now, he told them that they are now replicating it at the national level. Exactly. So with that, they will subject, you know, that's their mindset is crazy. When you think that you need a peaceful nation, a just nation, no. They see it from the prism of religion and dominating you. Okay, it's all about what they care for, and that's why Nigeria is not growing. They're only interested in, even if it's a baboon and that baboon is from their religion, they don't care. Even if it's a monkey and that monkey is from their religion, they don't care. If it's just like a mumu, you know, just anything at all, just be part of their religion, then that's it. That's the requirement for you to be the president, the governor, and they still expect miracle to happen. They still expect Nigeria to progress. That's why they always ask you to be patient, because after another moment, they will still instill another terrible person. They will still instill another moment, another, you know, all manner of. It's all about instilling their own, no matter how horrible or how evil that person is. It's all about that person, and they don't care. They don't care. So that's the more reason why you should devote your time to expose all this evil. And we need to expose all these things because there is a big dilemma. The power is gradually moving away from them, and they know that. That's why they're instigating all manner of problems. In this era of Tinubu, I think basically what they are trying to do, because they have tried terrorism with Boko Haram, it's not working, and it's even turning against them. The Hausas, who happens to be their subjects for centuries, are now fighting back. The Middle Belters, people from the Middle Belt, are now disassociating themselves from them because they know that nothing good can come out of these guys. I mean, they have experienced the worst of them. You know, they are just interested in land grabbing and dominating you, and people are seeing them for who they are. That's why it's becoming more and more troublesome for them, because they are now handicapped. They can't use the military, they can't use the Hausas, they can't use the Middle Belters. And what choice do they have again? What choice they have again is to try to use their religion into the Southwest. Okay, they need a new ally. Okay, and that ally is the Muslims in the Southwest. That's what they are looking for. If they can get them, just like they did to Kwara, then they will divide the Yorubas. Then they can, you know, implant their footprint there and see how far they can go in dividing them. Because if you divide the Yorubas, I'm telling you, you've done a lot. The Yorubas are the most, they are the most tolerant people, whether you believe it or not, in Nigeria. Okay, that's a region that is so peaceful. Even they have 3 religions. Okay, but they still tolerate one another. They know that their tradition holds well against every other thing. But you know what these Fulani guys want to do? They want to bring religion into their religion that has not even benefited them. You know, they are so backward. They hardly succeed in anything. That, I don't know, just tell them anything that the North has brought to make Nigeria, you know, that's everyone will be like, wow. Nothing. Especially tell me about what they have done. Nothing in the corner. It's all about closing businesses. The other time they were arguing about VAT. Yeah, VAT. You destroy people's businesses in the north, destroy alcohol, drinks, whatever. But we in the south will drink alcohol, pay the VAT, and you guys will collect the money, the VAT money from alcohol. Doesn't that sound like a hypocrite? I mean, something you rejected, but you collect the money from behind. Is that not a sin, or what they call it in there? Is that not a halal or haram? I don't know. It's not a haram. Yeah, it's not a haram. Okay, we'll drink alcohol here, then you collect the money, but you don't want it in your place. Okay, you don't want people to do business about alcohol in your place, but every money generated down here in the south, you fight for it to get every bit of it, but you do nothing. That's the privilege these people enjoy. Nothing. They are not ready for anything. That's why at every election, if you look at the whole corner, they have dominated. They have quenched everywhere, and I believe the Hausas are now beginning to question those things. Okay, nobody is born to rule, and nobody is born to enslave. Everybody is equal before the law, before the Nigerian system. So basically, the summary of the whole thing is that there's a dilemma that these people are facing. Democracy is not favoring them, and they are fighting tooth and nail to see how far they can use religion to bring about chaos and the anarchy. Yeah, that's their plan, because the whole north has been destabilized. So they want to extend the whole anarchy and destabilization down south. And the southerners need to be careful. And we won't tolerate it. So the southwest, the southeast, the south, every one of us must build a buffer. Okay, they can fight all they care. They can fight all they care in the north, but down south we don't want that. We want peace. We want a peaceful nation, and that's what we are working for. We want a civilization that tolerates everybody, that gives you that privilege to excel, not a system that will try to subjugate you and make you a second-class citizen because of where you are coming from or your belief or whatever. We need to build a better Nigeria, because what we are seeing now is a system that has failed, and the people that have sustained this system are the northern oligarchies who have failed and failed and failed over and over again, and their time is up. But you know what? We call it the last kick of a dying horse. This is their last kick, and I can bet you it can only get worse for them, exactly, because democracy has come to stay, and the internet system is now empowering everybody. Information goes like on a twinkle of an eye. Everybody is well informed. It's not really that some decades ago, you know, when you are subjected to Radio Nigeria and the NTA news with their misinformation. Now you can get independent information anywhere, anyhow, and it will be there for you. Just have the data and you know, you have everything on your fingertips. Thank you.